Hello everyone, hope you're all well, hope you're enjoying the series. Welcome back. I'm really enjoying showing you how to do this, and eventually at the end it's just going to be so wonderful to see all your sketchbooks sewn together and covers on them and beautifully filled in with all your lovely drawings. So if you look at the first tutorial where we went through the paper and how we fold it, we had an ordinary A3 Fabriano 160 gram drawing. We folded it in half. We put a couple of sleeves into each other. And this is now what we call a little booklet. And we made a few of these, which will be sewn. So we'll sew this one together. Then we'll sew another one together. We'll sew another one together. And then we'll sew all of them together. And we'll put the covers on back and front, and you will have your own sketchbook that you have drawn in yourself, which is very, very exciting. So the first tutorial we went through getting to know your materials, and we went from very, very light shading to the darkest that the degree of pencil would give you. And then you wrote down next to each one which pencil it was, so that you could refer back to it at a later stage if you forgot what that pencil could give you. I'm hoping that you've done quite a bit of that and that you're getting to know your pencils really well. We then went on to tonal values, and we went on to the rule of thirds and observation. And on our tonal values, we then made a little cardboard cutout where you put your tonal values in it so that you could use it on a subject to see if you had managed to attain that dark or light tonal value on your subject. We then went on to different ways of shading. We did 4 different ways of shading. We did cross-hatching, stippling, scribbling, and then the normal shading that one sees. We then went on to 10 and 5-minute drawings. I'm hoping that you filled up this page completely. I haven't. I then went on to a hyper-realistic eye, which I then put onto Facebook, that I absolutely love. Today, we're going to do continuous line drawing. Now, you may be asking yourself, well, why would you want to do that, and what is the benefit of it? So you want to do it because it really does get your hand-eye coordination going, and it really does help your observation too. Now, I'm a right-hand artist, so as I said to you in the very beginning, I do turn my sketchbooks around because I like starting on the right-hand side of the page, being right-handed. You as a left-handy will do it the other way around. So I do turn my sketchbook upside down, and I find it extremely interesting when I go through it to see all the sketches. Doesn't matter if they're the right way around or not. So you can see that I've already started, and basically all that this is about is holding your hand in a position and drawing what you see, and you can draw over them. As you can see, it's exactly what I have done. So I'm going to hold my hand like this, and I'm going to start over here, and I'm going to draw basically over what I've done. It doesn't really matter. And I'm going to go up. I am using a 2B, by the way, but this is mainly so that you can see what I'm doing more than that is the pencil that I want to draw in. Doesn't really matter for this exercise at all. There's the little crinkle, and then it comes back down, goes like that, it goes there. I've got my rings. I can show that that's a ring. Then goes up here, and you can see that I'm doing this in a sort of a scribble. However, I'm not lifting my pencil as I do it. Okay, this finger's a bit long, so we'll take that down there. It doesn't matter how you do it. What the whole purpose of this exercise is that you don't lift your pencil. So however you get it is however you do it. You can see that that's slightly longer. Goes round, goes up, and there is another little crinkle. And I'm doing this over my other work on purpose because I want you to see that you just keep on doing this until you feel that you kind of got a hand on it. And also this is not for framing, so you can keep on going over it, and it actually looks quite cool. Okay, so that's that hand that you can see. You can see that I've done some others. I've done where my hand is like that. That's that one. You can see it. I've done where my hand is like that, and then forgot to do the fingers. If you can see the fingers here, forgot to do the fingers that show on this side. So I redid it. Here it is again on this side, and you can see that I managed to get the fingers in there. Some of these are really funny. It's such fun to do this. Honestly, it really is. Let's try. I'm hoping that you can see this, because let me move this over. So I'm going to put my hand here. I'm sure that you can still see it. And I'm going to try and draw this shape here, so that it isn't. There's my thumb coming up to the nail, going down this side. It's the lovely wrinkles on the knuckle going up. There is my forefinger, goes around. I can see a little bit of my nail at the top here. Oops, it's a bit skinny. Around here, there's a knuckle, comes down, and then I've got to go back up again and go round, because this finger is sticking out quite nicely here. Go there, little wrinkles of the knuckle, wrinkle of the knuckle, back down. You can see my knuckle on the back of my hand, and then I've just got this sticking out, and my rings are here. So I'm going to put that in, and that's all that you can see. And that is that side of my hand. And as you can see, I have almost filled up this spread. It's not quite, but there is quite a bit on here, and it's actually quite cool, I think. And it's lovely to look at later on when you go back through your sketchbook. Put the date on it. Today is the 14th of the 6th. Whoops. And it'll be just fantastic to look back on once you have finished the sketchbook and you have sewn it all together, and you can see exactly what you have done over the period of the series. Have an awesome week, everybody, and stay well. Bye-bye.